Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel Part 40. In the previous video, we pretty much finished up Chapter 3. We fought both of the bosses at the end of the chapter. First boss I had a lot of struggle with. I don't know, there's like a bunch of different strats that work for that fight, and I just couldn't get a lot of them to work, but eventually we got the arc slash one to work and we were able to win. Then we fought the spider and we won pretty easily just because, A, good luck on our part, and flame impact is very good. Let's get ready to bid a goodbye to the Nord Highlands. I'm so grateful for the kindness you've shown us all. I'll never forget all the things I've seen and learned here. What do we do in this chapter? Indeed, I feel as though I've gained something truly invaluable. It makes me happy to hear that. Bro, Reen, Eustace, Oh. Come on now, Lily, don't cry. Also, notice Emma did not get mentioned, neither did Elisa. Lily, Thalma, thanks for all you've done. You have my thanks as well. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'll return again when I have the opportunity. Until then, you've got to take care of everyone here for me, Thalma. Leave it to me. Elisa, Emma, thank you so much. It was great getting to know you. I hope we have another chance to discuss sweets and fashion again someday. Thanks again for the wonderful tea recipe. It may take me a while, but I hope that one day I'll be able to make it as warm and aromatic as you do. Oh, I know you'll be able to do it. It seems this has been quite the experience for them. Indeed it does. Still, Sharon's as attractive as... Just shut up, old man. Well, you're quite the bodacious beauty yourself, instructor. Oh my, aren't you the charmer? If only you were a little bit younger, you'd be just my type. Instructor! And grandfather, at least try and be serious this once. Sorry, can't help myself sometimes. Anyway, to be serious for a moment here. What are your measurements? It would seem you've made a discovery of your own. Yes. I think I finally understand why you left the Rhineford Company when you did. Is that so? You've been with me ever since I was a child. So I think I know as well as anyone how much you've given to the company. Because of that, it was even harder for me to understand why you would just turn your back and let Mother take over. But now I think I finally understand. You left because you truly loved the Rhineford Company, didn't you? Precisely. Since the Orbital Revolution, the Rhineford Company has created the technology that has defined modern people's lives. From railways to heating, horrible cars to airships, even the tanks and guns. I regretted none of them. What I did regret, however, were the railway guns we built 5 years ago. I thought so. With my apologies to the Lieutenant General, those railway guns are little more than instruments of mass murder. With their innate limits in range and deployment, they have no real strategic value in a war. Their sole purpose is a weapon of mass destruction designed to effectively hold the innocent people of Crossbell hostage. In other words, to stop a potential Republican army invasion before it starts. Nothing more, nothing less. It's an unpleasant truth to acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. My daughter may have signed off on the project, but as the one who saw them completed, I was terrified of what we made. I feared that somewhere along the way, we had sold our principles and our souls as craftsmen to the highest bidders. When my daughter took over as company chair, I took the opportunity to step back from Rhineford and really think about where we'd gone wrong, about how we'd come to this point, and how to make things right. So that was why... I guess you probably don't have any intention of returning soon? Afraid not. All that's happened the past 5 years has only strengthened my resolve, plus I love fishing. Company environment, my daughter's leadership of it, things have changed too much. Now I'll let her take care of things from the inside. As for me, I'll do what I can from the outside to help the company find its way forward. Master Gwyn. I think Thors Military Academy is a fine place for you to be right now. Huh? No doubt there's still many obstacles lying ahead of you. Well, when you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have otherwise. Just like you did while you were here. You may be right. I'll do what I can to try and see things from a different perspective than both you and Mother. Both as a member of the Rhineford family, and more importantly, because I owe it to myself. Proud to hear it. Reen, Guys, Eustace, Emma, you'll take good care of her for me now, won't you? Of course. Leave it to us. We'd be happy to. If I have to. Grandfather, stop that. I'd love it if Sharon could stay here with me a bit longer, though. Don't suppose I could tempt you to look after me for a while instead, could I? I'm afraid not. I have to return to my duties as Class 7's caretaker. Ah, my poor heart. Oh, it's the big one. Grandfather, please. It's almost time for the train to depart. You should be making your way over to the platform. Thank you. Take care, Lieutenant General. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. May the winds and the goddess always light your path. Farewell. I look forward to meeting you again someday. Goodbye. Thank you for everything. And there we go. Chapter 3 is closed.
Drinks are on me someday. Good showing, everyone.
I don't know. I mean, I know we missed points on midterms because the stupid dumb question doesn't say that it's public transport. It's literally not about public transport. It's about private transport. If it was public transport, it would be regulating buses, airships, and trains, but it doesn't, so calling it public transport is wrong, and I shouldn't have missed points. Because if you just called it the Transportation Act, I would have picked it, but since it was public transport, I'm like, well, the act isn't called that, so it's probably like a trick question. What? Who are you? Why is Lori getting... I guess everyone who wasn't part of the squad get some bond events or bond points, or I don't know why Laura and Machias got extra. I don't know. We got an achievement. That's cool. We're in July, so we're firmly in Trails Azure territory. Actually, I think we were kind of already at the start of Azure, because you know, Lecter references he had stuff to do in Crossbell, which is the first chapter of Azure. Is that the man himself? I think Dragles is pissed they couldn't have a higher polygon statue of him. Or a higher count polygon statue of him. Pretty sick looking palace.
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete.
I wonder what's in, what those pictures are from. I saw a bunch of pictures on that shelf over there.
The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted. However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
So I just don't see Ozzy G as being much of a sentimental guy to have pictures.
I suppose that's acceptable. After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
I mean, it's not really... Like, you're not in... Or Calvert isn't in your debt. I mean, it was guys from your country at the end of the day that did the attack. I mean, yeah, they weren't affiliated with Heimdallr or anything, and it wasn't a sanctioned attack, but, I mean...
Yes, sir.
The attack on the base at the end of the day was a outburst of internal tensions within Ereboni in the first place.
Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
If anything, you would think the Empire is placed in Calvert's debt since, you know, they were still the wronged party at the end of the day, or the more wronged party.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable of. Our next concern is the upcoming summer festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Milliam to the west. That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir.
Bonk, go to horny jail?
I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the summer festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency. His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
Oh, was it finally time to see the governor? I think he did show up in the anime cutscene, but I don't really remember what he looked like.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in.
Oh yeah, it is fully grown nerd Machias.
Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report. It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall. I'd been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member. But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility. and
Okay,
the
so they're
four
just like-
great houses in particular.
They're like certificates or awards, they're not actual pictures of people.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I was gonna say, it didn't seem like him to have like pictures of anyone on his mantle.
I'm pleased that you agree. Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz.
The feeling's mutual.
Also, why did you say my name like that? It felt like you were trying to spout exposition. Kind of weird, dude. Why can't you just talk like a normal human being?
Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
So they
Of
say
course,
Gileath.
and that's exactly why I intend to go with him.
I mean, I like Goliath more, but you know, whatever.
Next month's conference may be the West Samoria Trade Conference in name,
Ooh,
but it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times.
ooh, look at them roses.
So the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up. I see. So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance? Precisely. President Rocksmith will
Oh, is that
represent
maybe
the
his
Republic
brother?
of Calvert, of course. Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Remaferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberal in place of the Queen. And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives. Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government. But Father is the head of state, isn't he? Indeed, and that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms. You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this. Recently, I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face. I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I
Okay,
truly
so he's
capable of
the-
inheriting the throne from Father?
So he's the official heir. I wasn't entirely sure if it was gonna be like some other unnamed character, or if it was gonna be like the girl.
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberal once said exactly the same thing.
She did?
As the successor to the throne of Liberal, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it. And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
Olivert, thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to.
Okay, maybe don't take that advice too far. You don't want to end up in prison, dude.
I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
Because he has been in prison, so...
Another thing. I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Then you slap the shit out of him. Say, don't, no, bad.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections. But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically.
Notice they don't call it the Public Transportation Act.
I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Because it's not about public transport.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking. The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed. But on the other hand...
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a stuffy political discussion?
Alphen?
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival. But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously. We're 15. It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
Oh, are they maybe twins?
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Blushing head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
You know, that did wonders for his popularity. The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Well, I can't deny that. Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
Surely you're kidding, right?
That reminds me, Alphen. Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we?
Oh god, it's gonna... I mean, I assume this is setting up for us going to Heimdallr. It's gonna be Reen, isn't it?
Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Really?
My. It sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke. Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
You're really going to dance with someone? Could it be a son from one of the 4 great houses?
That's for me to know and you to discover. He is a noble, though.
Oh god,
I'll
it
give you
is,
that
isn't it?
much. Oh, that reminds me. Prince Olivert? I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you.
Probably to send Class 7 to Heimdallr. Use his influence. Now there's Girly. She drawing? Or is she reading? Looks like she's reading. Maybe it's a letter from,
I should open that letter from Reen that came in this morning. I'm almost afraid to think how Her Highness would have reacted if she found this. Dear Miss Schwarzer. Really, Reen? Still Miss Schwarzer? I'm your own sister. What? Reen, why?
Weird. Maybe he was like invited to visit her and he didn't want to or something? Because he doesn't, you know, got some weird complex
Mid-July.
about not wanting to return to his family until he feels like he's improved himself or
Summer had come to Trista.
found himself.
And that meant it was time for us students to dust off our short-sleeved shirts.
Ooh, do we get a new outfit? Don't ask me any fucking questions. They've all been rigged.
With months of experience under our belts, we finally found ourselves adjusting to the rigors of our coursework. And it was during those early days of summer, before the heat became well and truly withering,
I miss the jackets. They looked way cooler with the jackets.
we saw the start of a uniquely seasonal new lesson.
Oh no.
All right, that should be enough of a warm-up.
Now, I do wonder if maybe if we do go to Heimdallr, maybe the entire class gets to go. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm supposed to remind you that swimming classes here are meant to teach you skills relevant to military service. You know, how not to drown if you wind up in the water, how to save others from drowning, CPR, that kind of stuff.
So we're not gonna be teaching you any of that.
In fact, CPR is a pretty vital skill on any battlefield. Reen, Elisa, would you care to give us a demonstration?
We can sue you for that.
Instructor!
In front of everyone?
Come on, guys, just kidding around. Point is, it's still important that you learn how to do it and that you won't hesitate to use it if the need arises. Whether that means locking lips with someone of the same sex or the opposite.
No, you say Reen's got like a big freaking scar on his chest. I wonder if that's made from when he was a kid or something. You know, we've seen that flashback. It looks like he's like defending his sister.
Of course. Well, it is a skill we can use to save someone's life.
After we've covered that, I'll be timing how long it takes each of you to swim the length of the pool. Will you give me a hand, Laura?
As you wish.
Oh, dude, he's going, dude.
You're up, Gaius. Ready, and go!
You're next, Emma.
Dude, Gaius is fucking flying.
Ready? Go!
Wow, look at Gaius go!
A man is schmoving.
Yeah, I already used to swim in that lake in the Highlands every summer, so I kind of expected that.
Emma's a lot faster than I thought she'd be, too. Though it's not much her swimming ability that I envy.
Shut up.
What do you... Oh, I get it.
You shouldn't say it so quick. You want to act like, oh, I don't notice that much of a difference. You're opening yourself up to getting hit.
You don't need to get it. Anyway, what are you doing just staring at girls in swimsuits?
I'm not staring. My eyes are just pointed in that general direction.
Well, any guy would have a hard time taking his eyes off of our class's girls. I'm not even sure who to gawk at first. I mean, even the other guys are handsome. You're pretty toned yourself, Reen.
Other than that weird fucking scar you got, what's up with that, dude?
You think?
Well, it does look like you put a lot into your exercise and training. As for you, Elliot, I think you're better just the way you are.
Now, Reen doesn't have anything on Lloyd and Randy, who are absolutely yoked out of their minds during the swimsuit section. It is her.
Oh, really?
I don't think I want to imagine Elliot all buff and ripped.
Hey, what's that on the left side of your chest, Reen? Some kind of scar?
Oh, you're right. It's so faint that I hadn't noticed it before.
What are you talking about? That thing's so obvious.
Oh, that. It's some kind of mark. It's been there as long as I can remember. Don't know how I got it, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the anime mark of the Chosen One.
Wow.
Actually, when I look at it more closely, it looks more like a bunch of little scars all knit together. It makes you look really manly and tough. I kind of wish I had one now.
Seriously?
It really wouldn't suit you. Trust me.
Can't believe we finished with the exact same time.
That's statistically unlikely.
We must be destined to strive against each other forever.
What are you talking about? The only one I was competing against was myself. And even then, I barely put much effort into it.
Well, it's not like I was giving my best either.
These two.
That was refreshing. I wouldn't mind swimming a little longer, actually.
Okay, Laura, are you ready? I'll time your lap. Though I doubt I really need to, considering you're in the swimming club.
No, please do.
Oh, she's
So Laura's next.
lying, dude. She's already finished the lap. You just didn't see her move.
You can tell she's a member of the swimming club. Just look at the way she stands on the block.
I mean, she's just standing.
Ready, and go!
Do you notice that they only ever do the ass close-up on the women?
Whoa.
I wonder
she's
why.
Fast.
She do be
How is she
schmoovin'.
doing it?
Impressive.
Well done.
Let's see, 20.02 seconds. Not bad at all. All right.
I mean, I was like
I think
12,
it's time for me
but
to dive into the mix. Everyone, pick a partner. It's time for a little head-to-head competition.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
I'm about to have the button mash.
Uh-oh, races.
It appears we've been given a chance to settle this once and for all.
I'm ready when you are.
I think we'd be a good match, Emma. How about it?
True, our times were pretty close.
How about it, Laura? Want to partner up with me?
Not today, I'm afraid.
Oh, rejected.
I wish to challenge Fee this time.
Oh yeah, there's still their rivalry. I forgot about that. Where they're mad at each other, or really Laura's mad at Fee.
Me? Laura?
Fee doesn't really seem to give a shit.
But your times weren't even close.
Well, all right, let's go with that. I guess that leaves me with Reen. It's your lucky day again.
Wait, why me?
Oh, Eustace wins.
I'm exhausted. You know, this seems like it would be pretty effective as part of a diet plan.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to win this, is there?
Yeah, probably.
Go easy on me, guys.
Same to you.
Ready? Go!
Do I mean, it's playing music like I'm supposed to do something? Oh god, okay. So press triangle or circle when the two circles overlap. Okay, that doesn't seem that bad. So triangle and circle? Okay. Did we win? Second! Fuck you! Sorry, I don't know why I got so mad there. I really thought we won. We kind of, I mean, the great timing's a little weird. Like, it feels like you have to hit it late. I mean, oh, if we can retry, I'll definitely.
Ready?
We'll win then.
Go!
I think we still got second. Like I said, it's like the great time and you almost have to hit it after it leaves the circle.
Ready?
Which feels weird. I think we still got... Dude! We keep messing up at the start. when it's
Ready?
slow, because I get used to the fast timing. So then when it's slow again, I get messed up. I feel like we're hitting it at the same time as she is.
Ready?
I really feel like we'd get this on like our second try. I mean, it doesn't help that I miss the first one every single time. Bro.
Ready?
If we can just like not miss the very first one, we'll be fine. I didn't hit the button. Like I just straight up didn't hit anything. I do wish they were overlapping, like, cause it's hard to like kind of have my eyes on both at the same time. Cause like you really kind of have to like look at one and then just look at the other out of the corner of your eye. Like, I wish they were kind of, like, stacked on top of each other, or if there was just one that you alternated between triangle and circle. Okay, we finally got a great from, or a good from the start. Ay, ay, ay. So it was just, I kept missing that very first one. I am glad at least let you retry.
I actually won.
Nicely done, Reen.
I'm exhausted.
Honestly, I didn't even know Elliot was in the race.
Oh, okay. Are you both ready?
Not quite. Fee, how about giving it all you've got this time?
Huh? Laura? What if I already did?
Yeah, but like you didn't know.
I don't think so. I could tell just by watching you. Don't make light of me. Your earlier time was certainly not the best you're capable of.
Well, it's not very polite to your opponent to hold back. This isn't like the battlefields you grew up fighting on. It's a place you can grow and better yourself by challenging others. Deep down, I know you realize that.
Good. Then let us begin.
I mean, Fee should have some advantage, right? Laura's got that long-ass hair. Holding her down. Granted, Laura's also a lot larger, so...
Looking at them like this, it's obvious how different their builds are.
If build were all that mattered, we would have turned in faster times than either of them.
I imagine the difference lies in their control of their bodies.
Yeah, this'll be one to watch.
Ready? Go!
Oh, they're swimming, dude.
What?
My God. They're evenly matched. I mean, it looked like Laura got there slightly faster, but it could have been a tie.
Whoa.
Which of them was first?
It was too close to call.
No, there was a tiny difference.
Yeah.
Laura came out ahead on this one.
Having longer arms might have been the deciding factor, even.
Oh, I wish I could have joined in.
Well done.
I mean, you only beat Reen 10 times in a row, so it's not like you're any good at swimming.
The same to you. You can do this when you want to, and yet you consistently hold back. Why?
Game balance?
No reason, really? Too much effort, I guess.
It seems we truly cannot find a middle ground.
I mean, I could see that, you know, Fee's kind of nonchalant attitude not going well with Laura, who tries to, you know, excel in everything she does. So the temperatures are going up, and I don't know about you, but I'm wilting like a flower. But as everyone knows, when the heat is on, that's when the refreshing power of beer is at its peak. Oh, maybe I should use my free dates more to hit up all the capital's beer gardens. If you're waiting for us to stop you, you're in for a long wait. So do you have some classy gentlemen lined up to go with you, or will you be flying solo again? You just had to ask. Anyway, moving on, your next practical exam is coming up next Wednesday. It's going to be Eustace alone versus the robot, no help. I'm sure you're already used to them by now, but just make sure you're ready. Yes, instructor. Shut up, teacher's pet. That means next weekend will be our field study then. Feels like we just got done with our last one. Wonder what happened with old Machias and them at the island. Oh, okay, sounds like things didn't go too well. We're tied up next weekend. I guess we won't be able to go to the capital for the summer festival this year. What summer festival? Thanks, guys. It's a seasonal holiday, kind of. Most of the major cities in Erebonia celebrate it in June. I've heard it's actually an old animist festival that the Septian Church adopted. Ah, see, we actually do have a similar festival in Nord. Though it's mostly celebrated in June, why does the capital wait until July? You know, I've always wondered that too. Does anyone actually know? The standards for teaching just aren't what they used to be. I believe it has something to do with the War of the Lions, though beyond that. That's correct, July is the month when Emperor Dracos brought the war to an end. Because of that, the summer festival was held a month late, alongside the celebrations of the war's end, because we can't have two separate holidays, because then we have to give the workers 2 days off, so let's just bunch them up together so that we have the fewest days off possible. Interesting. Actually, I think Instructor Thomas was talking about that one time, but it sounded like he was going to babble on forever, so I managed to worm my way out of that conversation. Well, can't say I blame you. If you let him, he can go on about history all day. He doesn't know how to shut up. Anyway, make sure you don't let the heat sap your strength, though I'm sure a miracle-working maid will whip up a massive meal to keep us energized. It really does seem like she and Sharon have some kind of history together. I'd bet my mirror on it. She can always plays innocent whenever I ask her about it too, though. Well, that about does it for homeroom. You'll do the honors, Machias? Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow. Never. B? I'm gonna go after her, okay? Thanks. Do you think you can maybe make a little more effort to get along with her? You are her senior, after all. I'm aware of that, however... Seems like those two are getting along the same as ever. They seem to be arguing after the race in our swimming course, too. I've heard their group's last field study with score was middling as well. It's true, they were like that the entire trip. Is there nothing you can do to smooth things out between them, Reen? The hell, it's not my problem. Well, I'd love to do something if I could, but... Wait, why me? Well, you seem good at that kind of thing, real natural. And besides, you're the well-intentioned Mark who got duped into running errands for the student council. It's not like I do anything that major for them. What's wrong, Elliot? Oh yeah, what's wrong, Elliot? Sorry, what were you saying? Alright, I have to agree, Reen. I think you're the best one for the job, too. I mean, it was thanks to you that Eustace and Machias became buddies. Who the hell became buddies? You just be sniffing roses with the Garden Delusions if you think I'm a friend of his. You both say that, but you're totally on the same wavelength. Anyway, I hate to dish and dash, but I got a club meeting to get to. Oh yeah, wind orchestra, right? I should be on my way as well. Actually, I've got a club meeting to attend myself. I'll catch up with you all later then. Ooh, we got a uniform. Obtain the Class 7 uniform costume. You can change costume by selecting the costume and... Okay. If no costume is selected, the character's outfit will automatically change over the course of the story. Certain scenes will feature characters wearing specific outfits rather than the costume you selected. I mean, I don't really like the new one. Can we... I mean, I think the jacket looks way cooler. Oh man, it's time to go back to talking to people again. Feels like it's been quite some time. Especially since there wasn't that much talking in Nord. Since, you know, the settlement was kind of tiny. So hungry. I ended up spending so much last month that I barely got the money to eat. Okay, Colette. Your allowance will probably be here tomorrow. You probably won't wither away and die. Probably. I knew I should have planned my spending out a bit better, or, you know, at all. Are you kidding me, Audios? Nobody wants the rest of today. Why don't you just make it tomorrow already? I want the rest of today. We've got our annual concert coming up next month. We'll be playing at the church in town. Rosine's helping us set everything up since she's there all the time anyway. I'm sure it's going to turn out great. Next month we'll be playing our annual concert. Sister Ranella requested that I help the Wind Orchestra with the planning and setting up of their performance. A performance at the church sounds splendid, so I gladly accepted. They seem to be putting all their effort into it too, which gives me even more reason to want to help them. Feel free to come along if you have the time, Reen. I mean, we'll probably go. Gotta support our boy Elliot. It seems the Wind Orchestra's summer performance is a long-held tradition. How wonderful to see everyone coming together to plan the concert out. Let's use this next month of prep to make sure it's perfect. Also, I noticed there's no Elliot here. Club meeting my ass. Bridgie, can you help me out with this part? I just don't get it, Alan. Bridgie, hello? Anybody home? Oh, I'm sorry, Mint. Did you need something? Come on, we got a performance next month. You gotta get your head in the game. Bridgie's been spacing out a bunch lately. We're performing next month, and we have her to support it. And we need her to support us. We can't afford to have Bridgie out. Mint, I've let it slide until now, but could you please not call me Bridgie? What could Elliot have been called away for? It seems kind of serious. It's probably something to do with his family. Mint's right. I should just focus on the concert. Maybe because he's, like, underperforming, his dad's mad at him? Since he has been a part of both of the fields, all the field studies that have been failures? Well, actually, no. Because he was with us for Chapter 1. And then Chapter 2 was... We don't really know how well they did in Chapter 2, but they did really bad apparently in this last one, so... Or it could be that, like, the dad thinks he's focusing too much on the music stuff. Or whoever the general is, we don't necessarily know if it's his dad. It could be like, you know, uncle, grandfather, you know, whoever the parental figure is. I found an interesting ingredient at the pawn shop yesterday. It was the tail of a black lizard from the east. Supposedly, they were used for love potions in ancient times. Just screamed Margarita to me. Think you can use it for something? Do I ever? It would be my pleasure. See, just, marry, what's your name, Nicholas? Yeah. I'm happy that I could provide them too. I mean, she's not a noble, but, you guys get along well. Nicholas is such a nice guy. It's a shame he's not my type. If he were, he'd definitely be a contender for my future husband. So this is what she's drawing. But I could use a bit of that Oh, are you Vivi? I mean that lens touch. Oh yeah, you do have a question mark at your name. Bit of that, make those bigger. There we go, now it's looking sexy. Oh god. You're really good at painting, aren't you? How about I give you a little private modeling for your next painting? Doing the design from a live model would definitely be a good practice. I gotta say, you seem a lot bolder than usual today. Oh, just a part of your imagination. Almost like she's a totally different person. I do like Vivi. Vivi's probably one of my favorite NPCs of the classmates. Summer uniforms. I guess it's time to start wearing those. Last time I wore mine, I was in the middle of an art project, so it ended up completely filthy. Finding and washing it at this point seems like an annoyance, so I'll just stay in my winter uniform for now. Yeah, same. Did we talk to you, Colette? Yeah. Okay. So we're done on the second floor. Let's go hit up the roof. And then go to the first floor. Oh, there's some people up here. What's up, girlie? Fee, what are you doing here? Or Phi, right? Earth to Phi, this is your commander speaking. Do you read me? Oh, Reen, didn't notice you. Were you lost in thought or something? I've never seen you not notice someone talking to you. Don't worry about it. leave me alone for a bit. Sure, sorry about that. She definitely has something on her mind, but if she has to be left alone, there's not a whole lot I can do for her now. I am gonna talk to you again, though. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You don't look fine, girly. Okay, you're next on the agenda for people we need to have a heart-to-heart to. Are you hiding out still? Ah, summer, what a marvelous season. 'Tis the season which awakens my pathos and passion. It's as if they're being called out to play by the sun itself, or perhaps with those lovely young maidens seeking refreshment in the pool over there. The ability to draw connections between such unrelated concepts is truly awe-inspiring, Master Vincent. Sorry, but please, such flattery is unnecessary. Heed my words, my entire body awaits our next swimming lesson. Don't talk about your entire body. Master Vincent has been taken with summer ever since he was a child. I assume no explanation is needed as to why. Oh, hello, girly. Good day, Master Reen. Oh, hey, Sharon. What brings you here? One of my duties is to fulfill some of the chairman's board of directors related work on her behalf. I was in the process of doing that. Oh, I knew you were skilled, but helping out with things like that are so tangential, like that is really something else. They were merely a few simple tasks, that's all. The chairman rarely finds time to visit, as such she often requests that I come along in her stead. That's Sharon for you, shrugging off her own superhuman accomplishments. Sharon brought me all the necessary paperwork pertaining to the Class 7 dormitory. Not only that, but they've all been filled out in a very detailed and well-organized fashion. She really is exceptional in every way. I'm trying to talk to you. I occasionally come here to act on behalf of the chairman. Fear not, however, this part of the job shall not affect the quality of my work as your dorm maid. At this point, I'd be more surprised if it did affect me. I'm looking forward to tonight's dinner, too. I shall await your return. We're almost at the height of summer. That means, of course, that with the sun getting hotter and hotter, you'll need to do your best to avoid heat stroke. Take rest every now and then, that the heat doesn't overtake you. And of course, try and stay as hydrated as possible. I don't want to see you without a cold drink in your hand. You'll be perked up in a jiffy. Would you please not speak to me? I'm already feeling unwell, and your presence is not improving things. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? You still slaying there? Don't tell me what to do, lady. Oh. The Elster? Is that Elliot hanging out with Instructor Neidhart? That took longer than I expected. I have preparation to make for tomorrow, so I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself. Oh, of course. Sorry to keep you. Hey, Elliot. You fucking lied to me. Oh, sorry, Reen. Didn't see you there. No worries. I was just surprised to see you and Instructor Neidhart together. What were you guys talking about? You know, just the stuff. That reminds me, I really need to get back to the club right about now. See you later. Well, that was weird. Doesn't seem like they were talking about anything too important, though. I'm gonna go pop up to the club and talk to Elliot in a second. Oh, it's always about this time of year that I wish I could go back to Isengard. I cannot deal with this heat. I always forget you're from the Nortia province, too. Alright, you're from Ymir, aren't you? Don't you miss the cool, refreshing summers back home? Summer hasn't been treating me too well these days. Maybe I'm just getting old. Yeah, Principal Van Dyke will be leaving the academy on business tomorrow afternoon. As you well know, the absence of the principal means the vice principal takes charge of the academy. So listen up. I'm not nearly as soft as our principal. Should you get up to something, do not expect me to let you off easily. I'm not nearly as soft as Principal Van Dyke. Should you cause a problem, you will suffer the consequences. My consequences. Alright, time to prepare for next week's lesson. You might want to review some of what I've taught you if you've got time to spin, Schwarzer. Yeah, I was fighting this big ancient spider earlier, and I just like started playing my boombox, and surprise, surprise, it didn't fucking do anything. But will do. But when Eustace used his orbital powers to shoot a giant beam of ice, that seemed to do well. Almost like, maybe orbital communications isn't the end-all be-all. Originally, the summer festival was celebrated around the end of June. But while the Lord of the Lions was racing on, it wasn't exactly practical to throw any big celebratory events. As y'all know, Emperor Dracos brought the war to an end in July of 952, and then it was time for celebration. So the long-cancelled summer festival was held a month late alongside end-of-war festivities. This means the summer festival Heimdallr celebrates today is also a celebration of the end of the war. No, it doesn't seem you have anything new and peculiar. And we got someone, I guess the janitor? Our boy, I can't remember your name, I know it's like a G. Kind of a Geiler. Have you seen that black cat that's been sitting around the academy lately? I tried to give it some milk and food, but it always runs off. Huh, guess it's a piggy kitty. Cat's got real beautiful fur, but she won't even let me get close. Guess she's got some high standards. Okay, I want to go see if we can talk to Elliot on the second floor, and then we will be done with the main building. It's gotten pretty late. I got my wind orchestra performance next month though, so I still need to get some more practice in. Is Elliot no instructor Neidhart? They were talking for a good while there. I'm not sure how they would have gotten acquainted. I mean, I assume it's via the General Craig. Wait, what did you say? I need some more practice for next month's performance. The last thing I want to do is drag everyone down, especially when I'm filling in for Hybel. Or Heimdallr? I don't know, dude. Take me out. Apparently Misty hasn't revealed her secret identity to anyone. I've gone to the radio station to try and figure it out, but the staff told me it was her idea to remain anonymous. Seems it's up to us to decide whether Misty's a real name or a stage one. Really gets the imagination going, doesn't it? What could she be like in real life? Going off her voice alone, I'm sure she's absolutely lovely. All this mystery surrounding her really gets the imagination going, doesn't it? Well, it gets something going for me, if you know what I mean, Reen. Hi, can they believe you're going to the summer festival? A number of shops will be holding sales and running promotions, so I can only imagine that I'll learn a thing or two. Now, Becky, how would you like to come along with me? I've heard that last year's summer festival had an economic impact of over $1 billion. Mira, yes, billion with a B. How could any aspiring businessman resist? I actually forgot a little about the summer festival. I didn't want to go, but is it worth going with Hugo? Gotta check the auditorium. One of these days it's gonna be unlocked. We'll go in there and we'll fight the ultimate super boss of infinite power. What? I know, still. I could swear I just heard someone talking. I mean, I guess behind the shed or in the shed? Who's over here? Emma? Oh, Emma and Kat? Emma and Kat. I don't know. He didn't show the potential while we were in Nord? The potential, eh? I knew I should have come with you. Seems pretty likely he's a key. I mean, I assume they're talking about Reen, but that voice sounds familiar. Who's there? Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Huh? Oh, Emma, it's you. Oh, wait, isn't that Black Cat? Reen, how long have you been there? I was just passing by when I heard voices, so I started wondering where they were coming from. Wait. You were talking with someone, right? Where'd they go? Well... I was talking to a friend with my Arcus. Wouldn't they also need to have one to be able to talk on the Arcus? That communication functionality sure is convenient, isn't it? You know it. Sorry I interrupted you then. I'll get out of your way if you want to call him back. It's alright, we had just finished talking anyway. There's nothing you need to worry about, nothing at all. Okay, if you say so. Still, you really do know that cat then. We're an asshole. Wait, it's not your cat, is it? Because we will be suing you for damages. No, it's not quite like that. If anything, she's like my supervisor. What? A cat is? Sorry, I meant my friend. Yes, the two of us have a real connection. Back when I first came to the academy, we kept running into each other. And after a few offerings of milk and cheese, we actually struck up a friendship. So that's how it was then. Did you give her some of your grandmother's secret invisible medicine? She seems pretty well behaved today. I take it she's in a good mood? It certainly seems that way, doesn't it? There we go. Anyway, I'm sure owners and Trista must be getting worried, so I should take her back there. After all, it might cause some trouble if the instructors found a cat on the academy grounds. Oh, right. I don't actually think anyone would care. I assume the cat's gonna be, like, pissed about being held. Yes, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know her name, would you? If she has owners in Trista, I'm sure they named her. Yes, you're right. Her name is Celine. Ah, so that's her name. Celine, huh? Got a nice ring to it. Haven't we heard Celine earlier? Actually, did the cat have a name in the anime cutscene? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where I think we've seen the name Celine before. She's got such shiny, silky looking fur. It really suits her. Well, at least you knew she was a female. I've been wondering up until tonight. Oh no, you're gonna get attacked. I thought the bow would have given it away. Alright, Celine, let's get you home. Wish I could get her cozy up with me like that. Next time I see her around, I have to give her some fresh milk. Get some bond points for Emma, even though, I don't know. Next time we get access to Emma, I will make an endeavor to try and utilize her. Not a bad horse if I say so myself. And that it matches up to the ones we rode in Nord, though. Perhaps I should ride her on the field for a lap or two. Sounds like it might be pleasant. Allow me to accompany you. You really are good, Eustace. You've been doing a fine job raising your horse, too. Why don't we take this chance to ride off to the highway? We could see if your horse can outrace my trusty Whitcomb. Eustace's horse does look, well, I don't know, it looks bigger, but it's maybe just a perspective thing, because it's more in the foreground. I hate to admit it, but Eustace really knows what he's doing on horseback. I won't let him show me up forever, though. You cheated. That's the only possible explanation for this. The idea that I would somehow lose otherwise as well, it's inconceivable. Oh, please, you know full well I wouldn't cheat. That is true. Well, clearly my stick is somehow faulty. We shall do this once more after I've exchanged my stick for one that works properly. Lady, it's a stick. I give up. I cannot possibly lose after so much practice. I'll show you this time, Elisa. Just you wait. I don't have any problems with how hard Ferris is working during practice now, but I do have an issue with how much grief she's given me, though. It seems that my history with Emily is repeating itself through the two of them. However, it remains to be seen if they can overcome their differences and become true friends. Those two will just not get along, will they? They need to realize their rivalries are about inspiring each other to aim higher, not just wasting the day arguing. One of these days. Okay, let's go hit up the garden. We'll do gym first since it's right here. We should also stop here in a second. We'll probably do the gym and the garden and then we'll try and finish up the campus and then we'll wait and do Trista talking in the next video. Alan's getting better little by little, but it seems as though he's trying to rush things. He's hurting his concentration and because of that, he's not getting as much from practice as he should. Alan seems like he's in too much of a rush to get better. It's hurting his concentration. I was already beat the shit out of Patrick if he planned on messing with Alan again, but instead I got that sad excuse for a match. What the hell's going on? Try as many times as you like, but the results will always be the same. If you intend to bring me to my knees, you'll have to do a lot better than that. Son of a... How boring. Perhaps I should request a match from Loggins. Damn it, I just can't win! There's no way I'm gonna get stronger like this. Once again, you've got like 2 months of experience, he's got like 10 plus years. What's up? Feels like it's finally the swimming club's season to shine. We gave the pool a really good cleaning since it's going to be used for classes. No, please, hold your applause all on today's work, really. Laura and Monica both seem preoccupied. I hope they're able to work their way through whatever's bugging them. The only person who can solve your own problems is you. I hope those two manage to work through theirs. Your kicks are completely wrong, Monica. How many times do I have to repeat myself before you understand? I'm so sorry. I'll do it right this time. This does not seem like Laura. You'll have to forgive me. I'm afraid my poor teaching is at fault. Please excuse me for a moment. Would you mind practicing on your own for a while? Sure. Laura, is everything okay? I'm very sorry you had to see that. It seems I still have a way to go myself. Laura, it really has been off lately. I still have a lot to learn myself. I need to give a better effort and be more patient while coaching Monica. If I got better, Laura would actually be able to focus on herself. I need to double, no triple the amount of effort I'm already putting in. Now let's check the second floor and then we will be gone. I always forget there's a second floor. I mean, this should be everyone, but just to make sure. Do my due diligence. Haha, beautiful, simply beautiful. These shots are gonna make me a killing. Alright, time to get some more material. Please don't take pictures of people without their permission and then sell them for profit. Like, honestly, we should probably beat you up. He hasn't been visiting the club much recently. I see her around the academy from time to time, but she always seems a little depressed. It's rather worrying. Well, if I can't take care of her, I'll take care of her flowers. Vivi seems off too. It's like she's a completely different person. I'd ask what's going on, but having her help out for a change is a far more entertaining alternative. So wait, you're both pretending to be? I thought she was just pretending to be Lynn? Vivi asked me to swap clubs with her for a while, but I'm not sure I should have. I've never taken care of plants before. As long as they're watered, they should be fine, right? I mean, you can't overwater. I hope Vivi's not messing things up in the art club. The last thing I need for her is to doing any more embarrassing stuff while pretending to be me. These flowers are growing little by little. Aww. Don't really like flowers, but you know. I don't know anything about that stuff. Anyone over here? Ooh, what's up, Sarah? I've been checking in on the old schoolhouse regularly myself. Haven't seen any significant changes so far this month, though. No new floors have popped up either. It's kind of weird. It only ever happens on your free day. Very odd. Well, I think we're on the right track in believing that changes happen once a month at least. There may be another influencing factor we haven't considered, though. Well, however it might work, the investigation part's all up to you. I'll have the principal put in another request on your free day, so make plans accordingly. Will do. Maybe I should call it a day. I'm pretty pooped. Maybe I'll have our almighty maid whip up a snack that goes well with whatever kind of booze I grab first. I heard that Elisa met Gwen during your last field study. She always seemed so concerned about him. I assume that's a weight off her shoulders. Nothing could make me happier as a friend, at least. I'm glad to hear the weight's been lifted off Elisa's shoulders. Maybe I'll see if she wants me to take her for a ride. I mean, you know, take your shot, lady. I can't begrudge you. First thing that comes to mind when I think of the summer festival is the summer races, of course. Wish I knew which horses are going to dominate the track this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't students prohibited from betting on the horse races? Ah, not to worry, they check you out so thoroughly that it's nearly impossible for me to put down bets in the first place. It's rough being a student sometimes. The races are pretty fun to watch, even if I don't have any money riding on them. Still, it's rough being a student sometimes. But are you a student? Are you? Are you Darth Vader? I don't think you are. I mean, you're definitely not a normal student, I'm pretty sure, but... I like the theory of him being actually a member of the Ironbloods. Or something like that. Gwen Renford helped lay the foundations of the development of the orbital technology in Erebonia. Nobody knew what happened to him after he resigned as chairman, so it's nice to hear he's doing well. I'd love to have the chance to sit and talk with him someday, engineer to engineer. Apparently Gwen was the one who came up with the orbital bike in the first place. I guess he really is the kind of guy to take its curiosity and turn it into something amazing. As soon as July rolls around, I got a real hankering for ice cream. I ordered some super expensive high-class ones last year as a joke, thinking they wouldn't sell, but the students loved them, sold right out. Do we have any super expensive high-class ice cream? No? I've been lied to? Insufficient mirror, dude. I can't even buy a newspaper. I go actually, oh, we have a bunch of money. I guess from our boss fight? Now, do we want to buy anything? No. We'll wait until the free day, or maybe the next year. I don't know. I mean, really, I only buy weapon upgrades for, like, Reen and... I don't know what squad we'll probably buy one for Fee. Because really, I like the Reen, Elliot, Fee, Usus squad. I have really started to like Elisa, though, with her, like, CP generation stuff, but it's hard to I mean, Elliot's just so good. I don't know. I wouldn't mind trying to use Laura again, though. A lot of students fall ill during the height of summer, so we're doing our best part to try and keep that number down. Yeah, I want to try and use some new characters during the next, Schoolhouse, so we might try and give Laura a shot instead of Fi. Fee. You burn through energy much faster in the height of summer, so you should make sure you're eating well. A lot of girls seem to think the summer's the time to jump on the fad diet bandwagon, but no good comes of that if you ask me. If a balanced diet paves the way to good health, half-starving yourself just covers the road with nails. I do not understand how these girls must feel. But if you want to lose weight, eating healthy, balanced meals is the way to do it. Looks like you're worried about him. Not that I can blame you, but just remember we fought a lot before we became friends too. I can't believe neither of the upper classes had the highest average score. The first years must have been quite complacent to allow this to happen. I understand their anger, but perhaps they should use that energy to change, to study instead of lamenting the unchangeable. Okay. Summer uniforms are a gift. Switching them over takes a weight off my shoulders in more ways than one. Makes the girls all look cuter too. I don't know, I like the jackets, man. Hey, one of those guys from Class 7, how's it hanging? Didn't know you guys had your own summer uniforms too. They don't look all that different from ours though. Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the jacket. You gotta know who the main characters are. I did it, I finally finished writing the story I started last month. Nothing can top the feeling of coming that comes from capturing the pure love two boys share in text. I can't wait to show it to Emma tomorrow. I gotta admit, I'm proud of this one. It's got some great stuff in it. Pay no attention to my pantsing. Running, running, running. We're scheduled for another match against the Upper Class Chess Club. Thanks to Monkus, we've actually won more matches than we've lost this year, too. We need to keep it up so we don't get shut down. Summer Festival's right around the corner now. I'm sure all the preparations will keep my father busy as usual. What's your dad like anyway? Super nerd. The impression I get from reading the Imperial Chronicle is that he's a top-rate government official, at least. Well, he's a good-humored person, both at work and at home. He's always willing to listen to people and interact with them. I think that's what makes part of what makes him a popular figure. Sounds like a good man. I wish his people in politics felt that approachable. I guess the best way to put it is that he's an ally of the people, for better or worse. I haven't really talked with him recently, to be honest. Maybe I should write him at some point. Well, hopefully, we'll all be getting to go to Heimdallr, and you can meet him in person. Summer has finally arrived, which means it's time for them to start appearing. In school, there's many strange stories of Thors. It's hard to believe there won't be at least one sighting. I can hardly wait for something to happen. Have you ever tried walking through the academy buildings at night? Why not give it a try sometime? Don't let her see your fear. Don't let her see your fear. It seems the rumors about Rex were true. It should probably try and put a stop to it before things get out of hand. Because, I mean, if I get a student council request to beat the hell out of him, I will do it in a heartbeat. Hey, Reen, feels like summer's finally here now that swimming lessons have started, doesn't it? Yeah, it's really nice to... It'll feel really nice like it once it... Let's try this again. Yeah, it'll really feel like it once the heat starts ratcheting up, though. By the way, aren't you a bit hot in that winter uniform you're wearing? I'm hot all the time, Reen. It's not like I'm the only one. The school regulations don't say you have to switch after all. Besides, it's the Academy's traditional uniform. Most of the student council and lots of nobles keep it on all year. It was actually designed to be worn all year and cool in the summer and nice and toasty in the winter. I see, so basically it's not as hot as it looks. Pretty much. Maybe you should try wearing yours sometime this summer just to try it out. Beat you to it, girlie? Our winter uniforms were specially tailored so they've been worn all year round. Okay. So what's left? Just the library? Going a little bit longer, but I figured I'd try and go ahead and at least knock out all the talking here. It's really hot outside lately, but the library's still presently cool. While everyone's out blistering in the sun, I'll be right here reading through a stack of books. Aha, bliss. I'm surprised you don't have a name, lady. 'Cause, I mean, you're the same person that shows up in here. You've had swimming lessons today, right? What a perfect activity for this weather. I'd love to go play in the pool. The only problem is how sleepy I get afterward. That kind of spoils the fun. I can't remember if we faculty members are allowed to use the gym or not. I suppose I'll have to check in with Bianca about that at some point. Asking for a friend? Who the hell's Bianca? Is that the receptionist? What's your name, lady? You're not Bianca. You're, someone with an R, right? Bianca. Yeah, like I said. Rianca. That's her name. So we're done here, right? We went to the infirmary. We went to, faculty. Wait, did we talk to the principal? We didn't talk to the principal, dude. I tend to be out of the office frequently during the summer, as I have meetings to attend to all over the country. As such, the academy will be in Heimdallr's hands tomorrow. He can be rather coercive at times, but he's still very accomplished despite that. Alright, so that should be all the talking. Yo, give me a medal, dude. Give me a medal. I want a medal. But yeah, I think we'll call it here. Next time we will head to Trista. Sometimes it doesn't let you talk to people. In Trista on like the evening academy days like this at the start of a new chapter. So we may not be able to do that, but if it will let us talk to people in Trista, we will do that as well. I'm Extra Cheese 87. Stay tuned for the next part. It's a Midsummer's Revels, so yeah, it's we're definitely going to Heimdallr, which sounds exciting. I'm Extra Cheese 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys. The brain's getting a little fried.